3, 2, 1.
Hello, my fellow cigar lovers and addicts. Welcome to another episode of Fogies Freaky Friday show. I'm coming to you live from the surface of the moon tonight. I want to talk about some cigars that are out of this world. How's everybody doing? Glad to see you guys. Guns, hello. He's the first one in. We got Young in here tonight. Johnny Nola's with us tonight. We got a good group starting out. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope you guys had a good week. Everything sound good? Is the mic sounding good? Are we all good on the sound check and everything? Yeah, but I got my, I got my heated drawers on, so I'm not cold, Right on. What's up, everybody? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hey, Bobby. Welcome. Glad you could be at the show tonight, brother. I got a little something that I wanted to play for my brother Bobby, because I have just been so fucking overwhelmed with work and doing shit. And my man Bobby and I finally got in touch with each other, and he thought I was mad at him or something because I was fucking being a doucher and just not paying attention to my shit. So, Bobby, here's a little something that I want to share with you real quick. So, Bobby, I'm sorry, brother. Glad we got all that shit straightened out and everything's all good. So everybody check in. You couldn't hear the audio? Okay. I need to work on that, man. I don't know. I think my mic cuts out when I do that. I gotta change that up. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. So glad everybody's here tonight. Everybody check in. Let me know what you guys are smoking, what you guys are sipping on. And hey, Mr. Cash, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Glad you can make it tonight. And so I wanted to talk about some Dunbarton goodies, of course. My favorite. Some cigars. This cigar that I'm going to start out with tonight, I have been really excited to get these, and I wanted to just smoke it a couple of times before I smoked it on the show tonight, so I can kind of give you my 2 cents worth on it. But tonight I am smoking the new Dunbarton Sober Mesa. This is the Tapa Negro. Really nice. So this is basically the it's the same Sober Mesa blend, but it has a different cap on it. So it's the Ecuadorian Connecticut, but then it's also got a dark Nicaraguan sun-grown leaf at the top, so you kind of get that taste right off the bat. So this is a really good stick. I've had a few of them. Hey, aficionados, welcome. Glad you could make it tonight. So this is, just the regular Sober Mesa is just a delicious cigar. I really love it. I smoke them quite a bit. I smoke the Brulee Blues, and I really have enjoyed this thus far. This has just been a dynamite stogie. And let me get this thing lit up and see what we got going on tonight. Just do a good old V cut on this baby. Get her lit up. Digging around the old Tupperdoors and found some infused sticks. Oh, right on. I haven't done much of that. I've been seeing a lot of people like doing the like the liquor infused, like putting, having some kind of science, some meth lab thing that they be putting cigars in and putting like rum or bourbon or scotch or something in there and kind of like infusing cigars with liquor. I don't know how that would do, or has anybody tried that? Have any of you guys done any of that liquor infusing stuff? I haven't messed around with it at all. And I won't, because I'm not going to be having no liquor in my house. Get this baby touched up, get that initial line set on there. That smoke was hitting all the way. Yeah, it surely was. Tequila and bourbon infused. Yeah, man, I bet, taking something and infusing it with like a, like an añejo tequila. Oh man, it would be pretty good. Okay, Gunn sent me a picture. Let's see what he's got here. Let's see. There we go. Give me just a second here. Okay, got that downloaded. Add it to. Okay, let's see what he's got here. Wow, look at that. Well, I'd say you pretty stocked up on them, bro. Shit. Wow. That's pretty good looking stuff there. What made you go crazy on those, or have you had those for a long time, or what? I have never had those, so I don't know what they're like. Man, this thing's good. Really, really good. Well, how's everybody's week? Hopefully you guys had a good week. It's been a good one for me, other than the fact that we just have been just thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've just been playing around. I got some new lighting in the studio today. I got some more exhaust fans put in, and just getting ready to start doing some decorating in here. And I finally got my new humidor set up. That I got to get it loaded up now. I had some Spanish cedar trays that I put in it, and uh, thank you. Yeah, I thought that was pretty great, man. I had to use that. I just thought, man, that's a nice, short, cool little intro, because I'm always like, we fixing to blast off. So I had to come up with that. But thank you. I appreciate that, Johnny. Johnny, I need to get you. You need to come be a guest on the show one night, brother, for sure. That would be awesome. So yeah, this week we were doing at work. We have our state survey. So the state comes in and goes through all the houses and looks at everything, does all the environmental stuff and checks everything out. And then they go through and look at all the records and the books for everything, all the client stuff, all their logs, all their testing things that they're supposed to do. Had to go get a bunch of vans, oil changes, and get all the spreadsheets updated for all that stuff this week. And it's just been, just freaking crazy. Yeah, you know. I mean, I found some old NASA shit from 1969 that was able to put my shit on the moon. Some leftovers. Oh God. Right on. You guys get a lot of wildfires up there. That's that's crazy. Well, there's you guys got hella forests and shit, man. You know. Yeah, let's definitely set that up. I'll reach out to you, and we'll get a show lined out here in the next week or two, if you're cool with that. And I'll be glad to have you on the show for sure. But anyway, so we had them come through, and I've just, man, finally got past all that crap this week in all three cities, St. Charles and Springfield and Kansas City, 30 properties. And so hopefully everybody can quit running around like chickens with their heads cut off, because this has just been fucking insane. Work has just been so overwhelming. In fact, I got one more week. Next week, I got to work all week, and then I'm taking off the following week, the last week of July. So, with that week and then the 2 weekends, I'm going to have 9 days off in a row. I cannot wait. I'm going to get to do some fishing, smoke some good cigars out on the boat, do some content out there. I got a lot of new content lined up. I finally was able to get out and get my new "Let's Get Smoking" segment going, and got that up and running, and posted a video on that this week. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to watch it, but if you have, check it out. It's pretty cool, man. I'm definitely stepping up my production game, and shit's coming out, and it's looking really, really good. I'm having fun with it, so I'm definitely ready to. I'm gonna do a video this weekend on the new Humi. As soon as I get it set up, it's badass. I'm going to give you guys a little tour of the studio and show you what I got going on there, and just kind of a little behind the scenes thing and everything, man. Thank you, young one. Yeah, I need it, man. I literally just freaking thank you. Thanks, man. I really dug it. I got a lot more cool stuff like that coming. So that was kind of where I've been wanting to be for a while. So it was nice to be able to actually put some real content out rather than just doing the live stream thing. But yeah, I mean, since like the end of February, I mean, I've been working 50, 60-hour weeks for months, and like today, I hit my 40 hours at like 8 o'clock this morning. So I had some shit I had to finish up, and I worked till about 11:30, and then I was like, I'm the fuck out. I'm over this shit. I'm gonna start my weekend, and just crazy, dude. Just ready to start working some regular 40-hour weeks. Still got some construction projects that I need to get taken care of and get that going, and get back to doing my job, just maintaining the houses and taking care of client stuff, and just chilling out. It's just been crazy. Thanks, Guns. Yeah, dude, I love that. I love that Pledge Purple. I was really glad to get it. Like I said, got Mr. Cash hooked up with some of those, and I'm so glad that he was able to get a box of them and enjoy them. What type of fishing am I doing up here, Bobby? Well, gonna be fishing for crappie. Um, Crappie are still biting pretty good, and then of course I'll be taking some crickets out and catch a bunch of bluegill and chopping them up, and I'm going hunting for blue cat and flathead. Catfish are biting real good, and I need to stock up my freezer. So I'm gonna fish my local lake, Lake Jacomo, and then I talked to my sister and told her that I wanted to come down to the farm in Warsaw, Missouri, and kind of hang out with my brother-in-law and my great nephew, and probably going to set some jugs out and put a trot line out and try and really, really get a huge load of catfish to stock the freezer with, man, because I am out, and I haven't had a fish fry yet this year, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. This damn ash. Oh man. Oh yeah, Ron. So we actually used to have a place down at Lowry City on Tally Bend. Man, I've been fishing down there for almost 40 years. Got some really good little honey holes down there and some great spots to go put out jugs and trot lines on the main channel. And yeah, I've done a lot of fishing down at Truman. And then my sister's farm, it is it's at White Branch, so it's just on the Ozark side of the dam, just south of the dam there, and a lot of great fishing in that area, man. Yeah, it should be. Get to spend some time with them, and hell, might even get them to tack me up a horse and try to get my fat ass up on a horse and ride around a little bit. And I'm looking forward to, you know, like, you know, doing some country things and eating some country food. You know? Oh, I know, dude. It will be. It'll be like, holy shit, did the week go by already? You know, that's gonna be just crazy, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just so wore out. You know, my fucking feet are killing me. My shoulders are killing me. You know, I'm just tired. And my sleep schedule is so freaking wonky right now, man. Just freaking insane. You know, Guns, you did class twice this year. Turkey, right on. Oh man, I love me some clams. Oh hell yeah! Now you're talking, brother. I love some good fried clams. Make some good homemade cocktail sauce to go along with it and shit. That should be pretty sweet. But man, I wanna rip into some big flatties. You know, uh, them some bitches fight. You know, it's like yours. I've hooked into some flatheads so big that I thought I was snagged on a log. You know, they just dig down in that bottom and takes freaking forever to get them some bitches landed, you know, for sure. But what's everybody smoking on tonight? You guys got any good sticks that you're enjoying this evening thus far? I know these two that I picked out, I'll probably smoke through those pretty quick. I might even do a third cigar tonight. I'm feeling good. Had the whole afternoon off and just, you know, crazy, you know, and been listening to the radio. And I don't know, I'm sure you guys have been in the middle of this shit, you know, but I am so fucking ready to stop it with the fucking damn diarrhea lettuce shit, man. I have heard that so fucking much this last week on the radio and on this, you know. Come on, Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Get your shit together. You know? Quit buying that fucking Central American lettuce and shit, you know, something. I don't know. That's pretty crazy, man. Right on. Foundation Grasshopper, the Candela, nice. Right on. Yeah, blueberry. It's crazy, man. You know, they just I don't know, dude. Just they're trying to make money off every damn thing. Used to be able that they could probably just throw away some bad shit. But nowadays it's just like, it don't matter what comes up the pipe, they're gonna try to make money off of it, and it's just like, good God, you know. And I sure in the hell don't want to listen to some fucking explosive liquid diarrhea talk first thing in the fucking morning when I'm on my way to work. You know what I mean? That's the last shit I want to fucking hear about, you know? Oh, God. The AJ Belisarte, nice. Nice. That's a hell of a good stick there. That Maduro, man, that thing is really, really tasty. Man, you getting the wildfire smoke too, huh? Yeah. Is it really that bad? Are you guys really getting fucking just overwhelmed with it? I know a while back ago when they were having fucking wildfires and shit up north, that it was. I mean, it was smoky down here, and it was hundreds of miles away. You know what I mean? Let's see what young smoking tonight. A well-aged AJ. Right on. Man, the AJ stuff, I'm smoking a little bit more into those, and I see what everybody's talking about, man. Those are just fantastic cigars. I haven't had a bad one yet, and it's just like shit. Uh, I need to smoke more and more of the AJ stuff. It just everything that I've gotten from them has just really impressed me. And I'm sure I've smoked AJ cigars from somebody else and just not even realized it, you know. AF 858 and Candela is pretty good. Right on. So it's got two. So what is it? A Maduro and a natural guns? Is that what that is? You got two different wrappers. I need to try one of those too. So many good sticks coming out and stuff lately that I don't know. I just seen. Has anybody tried that? Has anybody tried that Rocky Sapphire yet? Been seeing that. I've been thinking about it. You know, it looks like it might be something pretty decent, but you know how it is with the RP stuff. You know, with the 267 different blends, you just never know whether it's going to really be good or not. You know what I mean? So I okay, Candelo, Maduro, and natural. Thank you, Guns. Have you done any videos of those on your channel, man? I haven't seen any. Maybe I just missed them. Young says he tried the Rocky Patel Emerald and decided that was enough. Yeah, I tell you, um, I smoked one of those emeralds. I got one. Of course, you know, the fancy green got me, and I thought, well, I'll try it, you know. And man, really, the only ones that I've got that I've tried that I really like. Of course, I love that Year of the Snake. That was a great cigar. Um, the that Rocky Patel 30th, it's pretty decent. And then the new one that just came out, the Year of the Horse. I just had one of those last week, and it's not as good as the Snake in my opinion, but it's a damn good cigar for sure. Hell yeah. Well, you know, he's got a pretty good palate, so it's got to be pretty decent, I would say. Crown Heads Blood Medicine Bee. What do you think of that, man? I had one of those at Cassie's joint when they first come out. What's your take on that blood medicine? Yeah, it wasn't. It was pretty linear, pretty kind of peppery. Um, I mean, it was okay, but there's a lot of other shit I would rather have for the same price point for sure. You know what I mean? Right on. Yeah, it was a little spicy for me too. You know, especially on the French exhale, man. It got me burning pretty good there for a minute till I got almost all the way through it, and it kind of mellowed out a little bit on the hard pepper spice. The curly heads. Okay. Yeah, I hear you on that. It's like I had like what was it, the white label and the what is it, the ASR or whatever. I had that one too, and had some burn issues with those. Had to freaking touch them up quite a bit, and I don't know, man. It is what it is. I just you know I just pretty much steer clear of it. In fact, I think. Uh, Rise and Grind just did a video that he posted not too long ago about why he don't smoke Rocky Patel shit no more. You know what I mean? It's like, I concur. Yeah. This Stogie's really good though, man. It's tasting good. It's burning good. And the taste that I'm getting off of this sun grown top, with this Connecticut, it's fucking cool. It's a really cool uh, change from the regular sober Mesa for sure. Curly heads are short filler, and Cuban rounds are better if you're smoking short filler. Right on. No, it's a new one that they just came out with. I think you can pick them up. Uh, I don't know. I think you can get like a 4 5 pack of like a 4 pack for like $55, $60, somewhere in there. I don't know. I don't know the one you're talking about. What is that one? That's that $100. Anybody know which one he's talking about? Let me see if I can find that. What it is. It's the Rocky Patel Conviction. Is the $100 one. Um, I don't know. I've never had it. I wouldn't buy it. I'm not going to spend uh, $100 on that. Yeah, yeah. It's not too bad. Dog turd. Well, yeah. I can imagine for $100, there's some other cigars I'd rather try for that kind of money. I don't know. Like I said, on my last video, I'm kind of like, wanting to not be buying shit no more, but I found myself buying some more shit today. I I got me some what is it? That those Martiniques that Marvin's talking about. I got a few of those coming, and then um, Smoke Inn has got this extra rare red meat lovers. They call it the appetizer pack, and it's a 2 pack that comes in, and it's a unique to them Vitola that comes in a 2 pack, and I want to definitely check that out. I agree. Just very few that I've had, maybe three that I thought was decent. Hey, y'all's welcome to the show, brother. Glad you can make it. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, the My Fathers. I think wasn't it you that was talking last week about that 1922 100 Anyos? Was that you, Guns, that was talking about that? I can't remember. Anyway, so I seen that and I thought, well, because I think that one only comes out like every 2 years. It's a biennial release, and I wanted to try it, so I called up my girl Cassie today, and I was like, "Hey, did you get any of those My Father the 1922 100 Anyoses?" And she's got the new ones, but she pulled out, so she's got two left that she's had stashed back in her humidor of the 2022 release. So I'm going to get some of those and get some of the new 26 and compare them. But I was like, holy shit, you got, so those got some age on them. I'm really looking forward to smoking those. That should be, a 2022 release. My Father ought to be damn good. Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. My father puts out some good sticks and they're just solid. You know what I mean? Uh, Rarely do I not enjoy one, you know, for sure. Young says he's starting to realize that there's about 5 cigars that I cycle through that keep me in love, and a few more special occasion sticks. I stopped buying and trying everything. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much got to, you know what I mean? That's kind of like where I'm at with what I'm going to do with this Let's Get Smoking segment, man. I've got so many sticks and so many hype sticks and so many things that I haven't tried and shit that's been sitting in my humidor for, almost 2 years now. To be October will be my second anniversary as a cigar smoker. And I got a lot of shit that I bought when I first started smoking that is still sitting in the humidor. I just had to fucking have it and never even smoked it yet, But that seems to be the consensus with this thing that we do, you know. That's why I call y'all cigar lovers and addicts, because that's pretty much where I'm at with it. Hell, just the addiction to the buying and the finding and all that shit. Uh, it, it's a real plight, for sure. And just to kind of show you what I'm talking about, and I'm getting ready to do a video on this. I think I've told you about it, but like my Opus selection, you know, I remember getting my first Opus X, and I think it was just one of the little Opus X, the Fuente, just the regular Opus X. And I was like, oh my God, because I started watching videos and I started reading, reviews and shit like that, and just fell in love with that Opus, uh, band. That X just like mesmerized me and shit, So I was like, well, I got to start buying some of those. I got to start collecting some of those. And, and I had a pretty good selection of them. And then I went and Christmas, I bought that damn 25th anniversary Opus Humidor. And that son of a bitch, look at this shit, man. I mean, I've got it so goddamn full, I'm having to start put opuses in other fucking places. I mean, look at all these goddamn opuses, man. That's like 92 fucking opuses in there. You know what I mean? And you know, I've been smoking through those, and you know, and I need to just stop with the fucking buying shit and just enjoy some of this stuff that I have, you know. Yeah, but it's a hard thing to do, you know. Young says there's so many sticks in my humidor that are meh. Hopefully they age well and I will get to enjoy them later on. I tend to grab the same sticks. Yeah, I concur, brother. And I think with that too, you know, I kind of say though, because I'm always trying to, you know, get parties and have people over here and try to introduce people to cigars. But I know some of my friends that are just, they're going to come over and I'm going to be like, hey, you want to have a cigar with me? And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, man, fuck it, let's do it, you know? And then I end up giving them a fucking $25 cigar, and, you know, they smoke, you know, about that much of it or less, and then it just sits in the fucking ashtray, or they stab it out and only have a few puffs out of it. So I kind of try to keep some of those sticks for those people that think they want to fucking smoke cigars, you know. And you know, it is Johnny. I love having all that opus. I mean, because it's like I don't I don't special occasion those. I smoke those on the reggie quite a bit. I really really like them. You know. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you ought to see it in person. You know, I need to go through it because it's a fucking mess. You know, it's absolute mess. But that's one of the things I'm going to start doing this weekend. It's one of the reasons why I got this other um, humidor that it's seasoned now. I got the cedar in there, and I've had the the 84% Boveda packs in there for over 2 weeks now, and been keeping an eye on the hygrometer, and it's holding just right under 84 for, you know, several days now. So I know that that wood is soaked up whatever it's going to soak up, and then I can get my Boveda pack hangers in there and start stocking that some bitch up. Um, but it's gonna be cool, and I'm gonna do a video on it. But I'm trying to figure out, you know, because I've got a lot of y'all says opus the day would keep it. Well, it will, you know, because if you're smoking one of those, you just don't give two shits about doing anything that could possibly need to make you go to the doctor. By the way, I'm just sipping on some good old Frosty brand root beer tonight. Nice, nice root beer. Johnny says, I get it though. It gets expensive. I keep ordering shit, and then 6 months later, I'm handing out bags of. I know it, dude. I do too, and it's pretty much from the standpoint of, you know, it's not that I'm sending out sticks that are shit, because I didn't buy shit cigars to begin with. It's just that I bought a bunch of them, and I might have smoked a couple, and I got a bunch left, and you know, I know they're good cigars, but it's like I'm running out of room in my humidors. You know what I mean? And I don't want to spend a bunch of money on it. And like I said, I was gonna take the closet in my studio and just go nuts and fucking turn it into a walk-in humidor and all that shit. And I was like, man, fuck all that. This is, you know, because I don't have a lot of, you know, you guys come over here to the Death Star and hang out with me more than just regular folks or people that live around here. I rarely have anybody come over and smoke with me, man. So I was like, fuck that. So I came up with this other one, but I think it, once you guys see it and you see what I got going on and the way that it's going to be set up, I think that closet's going to become useful at some point. So I can't wait to get that some bitch loaded up and share that with you guys. Gun says I have to be really sure of an uninterrupted smoke to light it up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not when I want to be bothered with anything else. I don't take my phone. Um, I'll just crank on some tunes. I don't even want to watch any TV. You know what I mean? Most of the time, if I'm smoking one of my high dollar cigars, one of my really good cigars, I just want to jam on some really good music and kick back and not have absolutely no distractions. So I'm definitely on the same page with you on that, Guns, for sure. Yeah, yeah, they're not bad. It's just I'm not going to smoke them again, or there's stuff that I like more, you know. But I don't have any shit cigars in my humidors. You know what I mean? Pretty much everything I buy, you know, I tend to stay somewhere in the $15 plus uh, realm of existence, and a lot of the cigars that I buy are more in the 18 to 20 some odd dollar range. You know, seems to make a difference for me, just in how they taste. And not that the cheaper ones don't smoke good or anything, but they just don't taste as good as some of the more expensive ones. And, you know, everybody kind of, you know, bitches and moans about, you know, people and their expensive cigars. Like, you know, when I was trying to get, you know, Marvin back on the Dunbarton bandwagon, you know, we had that show where I was on there with him, and, you know, he just, I think the thing that he was more butthurt about Dunbarton was the price point, you know, and we settled that discussion, you know, that it's like, well, you know, they're really worth it, you know, they're that good of a cigar, and I don't mind paying that much for it, you know, not at all. So everybody got good plans for this weekend? Is everybody? I don't know about where you're at. I mean, I know some of your shit is on fire and some of that stuff, but it is summer and it is hot, hot, hotter than hell. You know, I'm wearing my Ace Frehley t-shirt tonight, and I was thinking about that song, and I was like, yo, it is hotter than hell up here. And I I ain't going outside. Not very much. In fact, Brenda and I, since I had the afternoon off, she got back from work, and I'm like, baby, let's go to the store. Let's stock up on some shit. And I don't want to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I do not want to leave this house for 2 freaking days. You know what I mean? I got all my shit lined out. My truck's washed, fueled up, um, got food, uh, got all the parts and pieces and stuff that I need to finish up my studio this weekend. So I'm going to work on that. And I ain't leaving this fucking house. It's just too damn hot. Young says, I did some maintenance on my humidors today, added some cigar juice and fresh Bovedas. One of mine read 59 RH. My wife was perplexed watching me go through the collection. Yeah, probably like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, a lot of the stuff that they like and everything doesn't really cost that much, but it's like they sure in the fuck don't have as many of them as you have cigars, right? You know what I mean? So I try not, Brenda knows. I mean, she ain't no fucking dummy, because, you know, she can see all the bank statements and shit, and, you know, be like, you spent what? every time I go out of town or something or whatever, I'm always coming back, and she's just like, "Man, dude, you gotta stop this shit." It's fucking crazy. Canadian smoke has cooled down. The place is too bad. It's Yeah, that sucks, dude. That really sucks. You know. Well, that's a good thing too. You know, being here in the Death Star, I I don't really have to worry too much about that. Can you smell it in your house? I mean, if you're in your house, can you smell that smoke and shit, or just when you go outside to smoke? Because I know when we've had those forest fires around, well, they're not forest fires; they're fucking prairie fires. Because we don't have a lot of forests like y'all got, around here. It's all fucking cornfields and wheat fields and shit like that. So it's more prairie fires that we get around here. Right on, not in the house. Well, that's good, you know. Um, but I mean, you're not smoking in your house though, are you, Guns? You pretty much smoke outside all the time. I haven't been smoking outside much at all. Even though it hasn't been real hot, it's been up until this last, I don't know, 2 3 weeks here in Kansas City. It's just been humid. It's just been so humid, man. You walk outside, it just hits you like pea soup. It's like a fog. Like, remember the Scooby Doo episode where they were in the fog and they would like take the knife and cut a hole in it, and stick their head out of it, and look around and shit. It's like that's what it feels like. The humidity's so damn bad you could cut it with a fucking knife. Outside mostly. Yeah, I thought you did, but yeah. And now that I've got my studio set up, hell, I find myself smoking in here more. Because I'm kind of using the Death Star as like a staging area, and I got shit on a poker table, and I got shit on chairs, and um, hoping to get all this stuff done this week and get everything hung up and buttoned down and all that stuff, so I can you know just smoke and film and get back out there and sit in my comfy chair, relax, and just do some relaxing, especially on my vacation. I know I'm going to have several days of just, you know, probably walking around in my moccasins and my robe. Get up, take a shower, put my robe on, and then just, not even get fucking dressed for a few days. Man. Yeah, I really like the taste of that sun grown wrapper, man. I mean, I'm not smoking it yet, but just the taste of that on my mouth going with this Sober Mesa, Connecticut, man, it's really pretty cool. I like it. I like it quite a bit. But Mr. Cash, uh have you been smoking anything good lately, brother? What I know you've been working your ass off, but have you had anything that you smoked good lately, or have you had a chance to go to the spot? Have you even been down to the vineyard lately? Oh, something else. What's everybody thinking about the daylight savings time shit? You know what I mean? Um, so it's been through the House. It's going to the Senate. You know, my wife was all like, she was like, "Oh, well, it's passed. We're not gonna have to change the clocks ever again." And I was like, "No, not yet. It ain't like that." And then in my mind, I kept fucking hearing, I'm just a bill, that Schoolhouse Rock thing, and I was like, no, baby, it goes there, and then it's got to go to the Senate and pass, and then if it goes to the Senate pass, then it goes to the president's desk, and then if he signs it, then it'll be a law. How I hope, I pray that he will, so I can quit taking my sleeping pills. I fucking hate the fucking time change shit, man. It's good once you get into the dark wrapper. Yeah. Man, there was another cigar that somebody made. I don't know who it was that made a cigar like this. And they they had a lot of reviews about that cigar that it was really good. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, I bet, dude. I mean, it's been hot and muggy even at night. So I can imagine, you know, that it's been sucking for you, brother. You know, I may, the wife was wanting to get out of town and shit. So let me ask you this, Ron. I know you got the weekends off. So, like, if, uh, if Brenda and I take a couple of days on a weekend and maybe get a suite down in Branson or something, you and the wife want to make a day trip and come down and hang out with us and shit. We could get the girls together and you and I could smoke some cigars and, does that sound like something that you might be interested in? Didn't work in the 70s, yeah. I don't know. It, I don't know what it is. It's just every time when they do that, it just throws my fucking internal clock off so freaking bad, you know. Guns is saying hi, Mr. Cash. He's waving at you. Um, because Ron's just listening to us because he's working tonight. But yeah, it just throws me off. You know what I mean? And it's like, to me, I don't care what it's. I mean, I still got to go to work, whether it's dark or it's light or whatever the fuck, you know. And but I just that time change, it just fucks me up so bad. And the older I get, the worse it gets. You know what I'm saying, old fellas? you know, it's it just fucking sucks. So I hope it does pass. I don't want to mess with it anymore. Just leave the shit what it is. And I mean, I think they originally come up with that shit for like energy conservation or some shit with like electric grids or some. I mean, what does anybody know what the original fucking thought behind doing that shit was for? I don't know. Had a state or two do away with OT. I hadn't heard that, man. That's something I'll have to definitely freaking look into for sure. That would not be cool. I know they did away with the tax on OT, but fuck, if they get rid of OT, that's really going to be putting the screws to a lot of people, man. That's some bullshit. We was in Branson 4th of July week, so yeah, we usually get the cabins over in Fall Creek. Right on. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, man. I don't know. Yeah, if you, I don't know. A lot of times we just go get a suite down at, you know, the fucking the shopping district down there. You know, we'll go down there and get a fucking suite and be up on the corner and we can people watch and shit. You know. Hey, Manny, welcome to the show, brother. Doing good, doing really good. Just chilling out. Everybody's just kind of relaxing tonight. Everybody's smoking on some good cigars. I've been jamming on this freaking Dunbarton Tapa Negra. This is the Corona Gorda that just came out. In fact, I'm speaking about not buying any more cigars, and I just called La Cultura today, local. They got some of these in stock, so I think I'm gonna go get. I haven't tried the Toro yet, so I have to try the Toro. I mean, I just have to. Really, I think it was originally done for the farmers. Okay, well that makes sense. So you dig it? You like the daylight savings thing, Johnny? Oh, do away with it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, fuck it. Just get rid of it, man. I'm over the bullshit, you know? And every time when it's all fucked up, my wife's 150-year-old French Morbier clock that I got for her, I got to fucking wind it all the way around, you know, because you can't wind an old clock like that backwards or it'll just fuck it up. You know what I mean? I get tired of that shit most of all, you know. I know, dude. You know, it's like they've just outgrown the seat of their pants and they've just lost the whole fucking thing of what the hell they're supposed to be there for, man. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be there for us, and this crazy bullshit just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming, and it's just ridiculous, man. Look at that. That rapper just, that band just came right off, and there's that little crisp little wine on that thing. Pretty sweet. Hey, Ryan. Welcome, brother. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good night. Arizona and Hawaii don't abide by daylight savings. Right on. Yeah. Dude, it's a cool clock too, man. It's a neat old. So I got a buddy of mine. Um, this is at Sober Mesa, the Dunbarton Sober Mesa Tapa Negra is what I'm smoking tonight. Got some guys smoking some AJs and some good stuff, but this is that new blend that just came out, PCA. It's the regular. It's the Ryan. It's the regular Sober Mesa with a sun-grown top on it. Pretty damn good. Yeah, yeah, it is good. I've really enjoyed it. In fact, I'm going down to get some more tomorrow, and that way I don't have to wait. I ordered these, and fuck, they're good though. I bought a 4 pack, and I got one left. So, and this is the Corona Gorda. I want to get some of the Toros. I think he said they had like 6 of the Corona Gorda left and like 9 of the Toros. I think I'm gonna go buy 6 and 6, and then I'll have almost a whole box of these and support local. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully, hopefully they get that all lined out because oh, nice. Yes, I've had the Baba Yaga. I personally think that cigar needs a little age on it. What are your thoughts, man? For me, it was kind of brash. I mean, it's really strong. Um, Man, the French exhale on that some bitch was hot, and I mean, it mellowed out a little bit once you got into it, but I think that cigar needs to sit for a while. What's your thoughts on that? Yeah, it is. I mean, it's going to be a great cigar. I know it is, but yeah, it needs to rest for a little while. In fact, I don't think I'm going to pull those back out. I'm going to let them sit for at, uh, at least 3 months and then try it again, maybe. You know, but just like with everything, I think it kind of yeah, I did too. I really liked it. It's complex. It's got good, rich smoke. Well constructed. Um, the tobacco tasted good. Just a little hot. A little brash for me. But I think it's going to be a good addition for them in their lineup for sure. Yeah, so many no, you know new cigars that have come out this year. Um, Another one I'm looking forward to trying. Lampert did an exclusive with Real Leaf cigars up in Oregon, and it's like a Figurado it's a Salamone, I think is what it is, and they made it blended it specifically for Sean and them up there, and I'd like to get my hands on a few of those and try that one and see what that blend is like as well. I mean, because I love a lot of their other cigars. I really love that fucking Ocean Breeze. That Ocean Breeze is fucking dynamite, and that Lampert Limitada at 25 was insane. And then I got one left of the 22 Limitada, the Salamone. That's a fucking really amazing cigar too. Gun says, talking about local, they gave me a better deal on those 4 boxes of Golden Hour than any online stores and threw in a Zycar cutter. Well, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, see that's you know, take care of your locals, man, and they'll throw you a bone every once in a while. Well worth it, you know. Young says there's something about buying cigars from the local shops that makes my day. Yes, sir. I love to see the delivery truck pull up, uh, but pickups from my local shop are always the best for me. 100%, brother. I couldn't agree with you more. You know what I mean? Smoked that golden hour and you liked it. Right on. Yeah. I haven't tried it. I have not tried the golden hour. So another damn one that I'll have to put on the want list. I guess. I don't know. Johnny says it made him go downstairs and grab a Destino Siglo. Okay, well, I'm so sorry I made you do that. Damn it, what an asshole I am, making him go downstairs and get a fantastic fucking stogie. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Another thing, the local tourist shop, um, they got a house blend that is made by the guy that makes Domain cigars. And I've had a few of those, and they're pretty decent. But man, they did this. They did a Connecticut blend for them and a Maduro blend for them for their house sticks, and shit, them are good. You know what I mean? Um, in fact, I may buy some extras of those just to start throwing in cigar bombs because it's man, he's got a great price point on it. They're like uh, they got them in like a Robusto and a Toro Vitola, and really good. The Connecticut blend is just it's just sick. I really like it, and I think they're coming in at about $9, 8, $9, something like that. So really well worth it. The local place, the cigar is ready. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit last week, especially this time of year. Um, shipping shit in the heat and everything. It's just it's hard on them. You know what I mean? And I sure in the hell uh, don't want to pull something out and then have it start cracking out on me and doing whatever, you know. This one's roach clip worthy. Roach clip approved. I want to get down into that darker wrapper, man. That's where it really is like finishes with a fucking bang. Really does. I think I don't know. Another cigar that has come out this year that I've started smoking a little bit more of too. And I'm not a huge Davidoff fan. Um, I love the Nicaragua. I think it's really good. Um, that late hour Churchill is good with some age on it. Let it sit for about a year, and it's really good. But that new that Puro Dominicana, that cigar is starting to grow on me. Um, I like it that they're in a little bit smaller vitolas, and you can really taste that Dominican tobacco. Have any of you guys had that cigar yet? It's been out for I don't know, a couple 3 months now, maybe. But I'm liking it. I think it's. I don't think I'm going to buy a box of them or anything, but I definitely, maybe have a 5 pack here and there of something to go along with it for sure. Yeah, you'll have to try it. I had no um the knuckle sandwich. That's the Espinosa Puro. I don't think I've had that one. I've had I kind of like the 57. The 57 was good. The 58 was really hot for me. Um, and I've had the the chef special. The chef special is pretty good. Um, yeah, sorry, Ron. Yeah, it's the Davidoff. It's the Davidoff Puro Dominicano. Um, it's got yeah. I didn't get this. I wasn't smoking the cigars for the 56, but I did get a couple of the 57s, and that actually was good enough. I went back and bought like two or three more. I think I've got one left of those. And I don't know. The Espinosa stuff is really not too bad. I like that Espinosa Crema Connecticut. That's a great cigar. Um, smoke that baby with a light roasted pour over coffee in the morning. That's a good cigar. You haven't tried the Davidoff. Did you, Ryan? You like that Nicaraguan? I think it's pretty good. I definitely like it. And then the that chef edition that they come out with that came in that cool ass box that was had like a cutting board on it and shit. That's a good cigar. You know, I like that cigar, but fuck, it was pricey as shit. It was really fucking expensive, man. And it was hard to get for a long time. Everybody just ate those up like nothing. The Zeno Nicaragua. There again, that's another brand that I haven't smoked a Zeno. I've never had any. So tell you what, Guns, you send me one of them damn frog juices and a Zeno and what was that other one? And one of those golden hours and a little cigar bomb, and I'll send you back something special. I'd like to try all those cigars that you're talking about. Right on. I think Outlaw may have some Xenos. I think I've seen them. They just got the band with just the Z on it, right? The West Tampa Chef Rick. Was that a lighter blend too? Was that more like a like a medium blend or like a Connecticut uh, Ryan? Oh, it's a Sumatra. Okay. Well, I bet that is pretty good. Now I have smoked a few of the West Tampas. They're pretty damn good. And Nicaraguan. Okay. So it's like Nicaraguan binder filler with the Sumatra wrapper. Mm, starting to get close to that. And man, that French exhale was super smooth just now. I mean, really good. Plan on sending you some. I keep ordering stuff and thinking, yeah, Sean, yeah, I appreciate it, brother. That's one of the great things about this community. Um, I like to trade. I like to send out cigar bombs. In fact, I finally sent Bobby out his Bobby bomb this week and loaded him up with some good shit. And since he was a really good sport and was patient with me about getting him some stuff out because he said he had never tried the Ferriotego stuff, so I put him a couple Ferriotegos in there and some other goodies, and then I just got some Opus Lost Cities, and I sent Bobby a Opus Lost City, just because, you know, just because. Sumatra binder, Nicaraguan fillet, and Habano wrapper. Okay. I will have to check that, man. Exactly. You know what I mean? I still got several of these from that very thing. You know what I mean? But it was like it works, and I'm not poking holes in it and shit. So it still draws great, and it just a good throwback. It worked for the bud. It works good for this shit too. I like it. Not big iron, but yeah, the black label trading. I just had, what was that one they just came out with? Uh, Starts with a B. What was that? Let me see here. What was that one? That was the Bishop's Blend, Black Label Bishop's Blend. I think that's a new. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I don't need to look it up. I got you guys. Better than fucking AI. Tell you what, the wealth of knowledge and cigar smoking experience just in this room right now is amazing. Oh man, it's been out a few years. Well, then maybe that's not the one I'm talking about. Then let me look it up on my, because I know I should have it on my fucking cigar scanner. Uh, Cigars. Uh, Label. God damn it. I must have not put it in the journal. But it just came out not too long ago. I don't think it was and it had some funky name to it, but it started with a B. So I don't know. Dinosaur skeleton name. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think of it here in a minute. One of the things, guys, especially for us old fellas, it's like it's not that you're losing your memory, you know what I mean, or your brain isn't fucking working like it used to. It's just that you got so many more fucking files to dig through to find what the fuck you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you get your brain working on that train, and then, who knows? It might be 5 minutes, it might be an hour, and then all of a sudden it's like, bing, you just pull it up and you remember exactly, what the hell it was, you know? Let's see here. I'm going to look at this real quick because it's driving me crazy, and I don't want to wait for a fucking hour. The hell was it? Not the Lawless. Was it a limited release? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to look this damn thing up. Still not fucking finding it. And I know I smoked one earlier this year. Cassie had them, and it was pretty good. It had a really, really deep, deep flavor to it, man. It was definitely a full-bodied cigar for sure. You talking cigars and her eyes glaze over? Uh-huh. Yeah, when she starts talking about fucking Cincy's or getting her nails done or, fucking shoes or whatever, you're just like, okay. Lithium or a tape can prevent Alzheimer's. I hope I don't ever get Alzheimer's, Jesus. I've been watching some friends as parents go through that lately, and God, that's a fucking horrific thing to watch. I mean, that's almost as bad as the big C, you know. And somebody that you love just all of a sudden just starts disappearing, fading away, you know. Just crazy shit. Mm. Yeah, so getting down in to this sun grown wrapper, just fucking chocolate bomb. Just woke up. Macabre, and get the box right on. You bought a box of them. Ooh, damn. Yeah, that's really like dark, dark chocolate, man. Holy shit. Yeah, dark chocolate, dark roasted coffee. But now I'm picking up a sweetness to it. I mean that ooh, it's and it's a dark sweetness too. It's not caramel. It's molasses. Tastes like molasses. or sorghum, you know. Really good though. I'm definitely going to pick up a few more of these just to have them around. I need to, I've been kind of having, oh, right on. Let's see what we got here. Download. Assets. And let's see what this looks like. Yeah. I thought it was a B, but maybe that was Black Label. I don't know. How do you like those, man? Is it pretty good? Pretty good stick. I thought they were really bold. I mean, they weren't like hot or anything, but they definitely were like full flavor. You know, for sure. I don't know. It's starting to get hot now. I enjoyed it though. If you want to try them, if you can get them, this new Dunbarton Tapa Negra, uh, really good smoke. Really, really well worth it. Right on. Yeah, it's great when you get into a new producer, somebody that you never tried before, and then you start going through their lineup, and it just like, you know, when they're consistently putting out, uh, you know, good blends, good cigars, it's like, okay, you know. In fact, I'm trying to figure out, because I got to redo all my shit. You know, I got my 4 fucking Pelican cases and my my New Air humidor, and I want to start sorting shit out and separating stuff, especially with this new thing that I got. And I've been trying to kick back and think how I want to do it. You know, um, I've always I've always kind of tried to put brands together, that kind of stuff. But now I'm thinking um, maybe I want to start separating stuff by strength or, you know, wrapper type or whatever. But then I also thought about, um, you know, sorting shit out by like, uh, value, you know what I mean? Like put like all my really expensive cigars and like my Cubans and shit together, and then just kind of start throwing some blends, you know, and have a, you know, like a fucking $100 box and a, you know, $60 box, $80 box, and then just, you know, start putting shit together and just see, you know, the difference between you know, what these more expensive cigars are versus the ones that's in the thing right next to them or in the other box, you know. But I do got to keep my Lancero locker because it's always hard storing them damn things, and it seems like if I don't keep those separated from everything else, that somehow they get fucked up. You know, the wrapper gets jacked up on them, or the foot gets injured or something. You know, so I'm definitely going to keep all my Lanceros together. But how do you guys store and separate your cigars? I mean, what's your sorting system that you use, you know, to be able to go grab what you want or keep certain things together. What's everybody else doing? Okay, so another new Dunbarton that I haven't even tried this yet. So this one that I'm gonna smoke now is the Dunbarton Experimental Series 38. So this cigar, it's an LE. This is a smoke in exclusive. It's a 5x48, 5x46. It's a Parejo, and it's got a pigtail on it. You can see pretty good looking little cigar. Got a cool little band with like a little atomic, band on it. And then it says DTTEX38. But it's Ecuadorian Habano sun-grown wrapper with San Andreas Negro binder and an experimental Costa Rican Marron Ligero filler. So I don't know. Maybe this thing will be pretty good. Good looking little cigar. Dunbarton does a really good pigtail for some reason. I don't know. But little bitty guy, little Robusto. Pretty good smelling cigar though too. Haven't tried it, so we'll see how it does. No system, just throw shit together. Yeah. Like I said, I think I get a lot of that from my record collecting days. You know what I mean? Sorting shit out. And then I just went full blown alphabetical because it was just too much of a pain in the ass to like separate like genres and crap like that. Oh, I think I'm gonna do a little straight cut on this. There we go. Let's do a nice little straight cut. Tobacco tastes good. Ryan says he's thinking about reorganizing his. Strong on the bottom, light on the top. Yeah, I thought about that too. Like having my, all my breakfast cigars and what have you. That's a good idea. Cellophane or no cellophane. Man, if it comes with a cellophane on it, I'll leave it on there. And I don't know, a lot of the ones that don't have the cellophane, I kind of keep those together too. More so, but it's like, I'm out and about and I'm always taking sticks with me. And I think if they got the cellophane on them, leave it on there. It helps protect the cigars for one thing, and then, once that cello starts getting all yellow and shit, then it's had some age on it. Yeah, it's a cool looking little cigar. Neat band. I mean, Dunbarton's always doing some cool bands and stuff. Well, I guess I better light it up so I can tell you how it is. And it's a great little Vitola. And I think, guys, that's one of the reasons why I really like the Dunbarton stuff so much is because, they're smaller ring gauges and I think they're just packed full of flavor for the most part. I like a, like a Corona Gorda or a Robusto or something like that. That's pretty interesting. I mean, it's got a little bit right on the light up. It's got a little bit of a grassy taste to it. Not too bad. Oh wow, that French exhale on that is woo. That's like a floral explosion. Kind of stays on the front of my palate. It's not really getting to the back of the palate. Man, that's good. Very, very unique blend right there. You leave yours on? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't see any reason why not to. And it you know, usually it's always got the barcode with like all the information on it and shit too, so I know exactly what it is and what size it is and everything. That broadleaf, yeah. Yeah, this is good. I think they still got some of these left, man. This isn't anything that they like are totally out of. Long-term aging in large tupperwares and smokes for 1 to 2 months out in a cedar humidor. Right on. Well, and like I said, I've got um, I don't have Tupperware. I got all my shit in Pelican cases. Uh, Mr. Cash says, "Okay, Ryan, I may grab one." Let's see, Johnny. So I just lit up. This is the Smoke In Dunbarton Experimental 38. Really great little freaking cigar. It's a real small Vitola. Got a really cool band on it, and it's Habano, Ecuadorian Habano sun-grown wrapper, San Andreas Negro binder, and an experimental Costa Rican Marron Ligero. So pretty interesting blend thus far. Yeah. So what I do with that is, on my Pelican cases, I buy that Spanish cedar Boveda holder because it's really thick Spanish cedar, and then you just got slits cut in it, and then you just pop your little Boveda packs in there, and it holds those. But then it's also a thick enough piece of a Spanish cedar, so when you open it up, you can smell that. It's like kind of like keeping it in a wood humidor, you know. Yeah, it's. I mean, don't you agree? That cigar right now, it's brash, and it is a nicotine fucking bomb. You know what I mean? That thing needs to sit for 6 damn months. Wouldn't you agree, y'alls? Yeah, brash as fuck. I think it'll be a good cigar, but man, it's powerful. You know, smoking a damn El Ropo or something. But yeah, uh, enjoy it though. I mean, and it's smoked for a pretty long time too. You know, it. I mean, it mellows out a little bit, but you know, for sure. Yeah, yeah. They definitely named it appropriately. You know, the Baba Yaga is the grandmother witch. You know, or you know, the boogeyman. Um, you know, it definitely is wicked. Definitely a fucking wicked ass fucking cigar. And that may be one that just, you know, maybe it just doesn't get any better. You know, I don't know. I mean, I like a good full flavored cigar. Don't get me wrong, but do you notice how when you're smoking that that taste, it just won't come off the palate. I mean, it lingers on the fucking palate. You know what I'm saying? I thought so anyway. It was just like, God damn, you know, just like, you know, even before you're ready to take another puff, you're still tasting it real heavy on your palate, especially on the back of your tongue, you know, was what I was finding with that thing. Let's see here. Since I've changed cigars, I think I want to change up. Let's see where I want to go here. Yeah, let's go to the mountains, shall we? Go hang out in Yosemite for a while. Yeah. Well, thanks. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that felt that way. You know, it's just real heavy flavor on the palate, man. You know, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna touch them for 6 fucking months before I try another one, and that might be a cigar that needs a year to mellow out a little bit. You know, and that's so weird how, you know, some cigars. Yeah, look at this ash. Come on now, get up here. Good ash, good burn line. This thing's smoking really well. Um, isn't it weird how you know a lot of times that some cigars just totally get better with age, and then some of them they just don't. You know, it's really kind of weird to me. You know, because it's like a lot of you know, a lot of cigars they just seem to get better with time. Um, you know, I think you know I think it's more yeah, y'all. It's just let them sit. You know, I think it's just more of the aging process and the you know the tobacco itself. You know, breathing. I mean, because they do breathe. I mean, they take in humidity and let humidity out, and you let the air get to them. You know, the air got to it. You know, and you know, and I'm always like trying to rotate stuff in the humidors, you know, and letting some fresh air get in there on a regular basis and stuff. So, you know, they do breathe some, and I definitely think that helps develop the taste, develop the flavors. Um, but some cigars, you know, like I've got a few that I've smoked that haven't like. Let me look at for a good example, something that I smoked lately that I bought when I first started smoking, and I smoked one, and it really didn't change much. Um, oh, okay. So now I know why. Remember, I was trying to tell you the cigar that started with a B. It was it wasn't the fucking uh, it was the Blackwork Studio Boondock Saint is the cigar that I was thinking of. Blackwork Studio. That's crazy. Um, like the La Aroma de Cuba, um, the Amensa, um, and then the Herrera Esteli, um, the Norteno. That cigar, I had bought some of those, smoked one when I first got it, and then smoked it again, and it. I don't. I think it got worse. I think it was ready to smoke right out of the pack, and it was just like, no, it definitely didn't make any difference. In fact, I probably shouldn't have held on to it that long. I should have smoked it, you know. But you live, you learn, you know. But I think, like you guys say, it's for the most part, let them sit, and they just keep getting better. I can't imagine, you know. I've got a few cigars that are, um, you know, got some age on them, and like I said, the one I really want to try the most is the one that Cassie gave me, was the original 2014 Amazon Basin. That some bitch, I know that's going to be a good cigar, and I need to just break that some bitch out and smoke it. You joined the Black Card Club, right on. Yeah, I've seen that Black Card Club, and I know they've got, like, you know, exclusive cigars that are just that Black Card Club, you know. So what's the deal with getting into that? I mean, do you have to buy so many cigars or whatever? I know like freaking you know, Saka's stuff, to get into his club, uh you got to buy like $3,000 worth of shit in a year to get in that club. So I don't know that I'm gonna be doing that anytime soon. I mean, even as much as I like it, you know. This year's small batch, yeah. Is that the one you're talking about? The one that just came out? Yo, I'll tell you the La Aroma, um, that Puro Vintage, is really good. The one that I got that came with that Prime collection, and then what's that other little dude that is so? Let me find this real quick. Um, see where this thing, because this little cigar, holy shit! Cassie pulled some out, and let's see, it's that 006 batch 006. Yeah, that's in my aging box. Let me go get this cigar. I want to show you this some bitch. I'll be right back. That's in my aging box. Okay, give me just a second. I want to show you this cigar because it's trippy and it's probably the oldest aged cigar that I have. Hang on, give me a second. I sent Marvin one of these dudes, and I hope he digs it. Okay, guys, where are you at? Here it is. All right, I got it. Coming with it. And this is just a weird ass looking cigar. It's the coolest Vitola. So this small batch came from, this was 2011. So this is the 006. Look at this little weird twisty sumbitch, and then it's got the shaggy foot on it. And she broke out a box of these at a La Aurora freaking event that she had. And I picked up like 4 of these, and shit, I smoked 2 of them. They are fucking insanely good. Really, really good cigar. But yeah, that new small batch, yeah, it was a punch in the throat for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they have like, and this is all through Smoke Inn, and they have these packs, and fuck, it even comes with like barbecue sauce and all kinds of shit, and a lot of the Saka swag and all this stuff, and they're $1,000 a piece, and you got to buy 3 of them in a year to get into this thing, and then it lets you have access to like super special release stuff that only comes out like once a year and whatever. Okay, so they gotta like approve you. You gotta like answer all the questions and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I would, Ryan. I'd let that baby sit for a while. It's I will say it's not as strong as that Baba Yaga, but it needs to chill the fuck out for sure. It only took you a few. I think so, y'all, it's for sure. Yeah, isn't that thing just gorgeous? I mean, just freaking. Uh, she says she's got another box of these, and but she's got some of her locker members, which she's got a membership at her deal. It's like $400 a year, and all those guys get a locker at the deal, and they get first, like when she had her huge fucking Fuente release with all the opuses and all that shit. That they got to pick what they wanted first, and there wasn't no limit. You could buy whatever you want, and like cigars like that, they get first dibs on it. And with all the shit that she's putting out, um I think I might just go ahead and pony up $400. I mean, that's a couple of good boxes, but the shit that I would have access to from my favorite local, Plus I have a locker at the damn place, and I can keep shit that I didn't necessarily buy from her there. you know. Yeah, yeah, I do too, man. Like I said, I bought that Prime Collection box, and it had like hundredth anniversary, couple hundredth anniversary cigars in there that never even got produced. The only way you could get them was in that box set that they had this year. So, but that night at that event that I got this at, um, she had a box of those Puro vintages, and those I think those were like shit. Those might have been like 2008 or 2009, something. I don't know, but yeah, those are really really good cigars for sure. But I'd gots to get me some more of these. These things freaking smoke amazing. And it's weird because I thought I've never smoked one with a shaggy foot like that before. Have you guys ever had like a shaggy foot cigar? It's kind of weird because you're getting all of the flavor from the binder and filler, and you're tasting that, and then when the wrapper kicks in, then you're just like, oh wow. It's like a little fucking little magic trick or something. Yeah, Johnny, I do too. In fact, I mean, they're like one of the oldest, cigar producers around. They've been making cigars for longer than a lot of people have. You know, I like that. Um, I like that 107 Lancero that they put out. I like that 120th, that 120, that La Aurora 120. That's a good full flavor cigar for sure. Man, dude. So now I'm picking up a really good bready note on this. It's almost like a sourdough, but it's got a sweetness to it that's like it almost tastes like buttercream. You know what I mean? It's got a softness to it, like a buttercream icing. It's fucking good. I'm glad I bought a 5 pack of these. I may have to get some more. There I go again. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see that it's got a shaggy foot. And I didn't even know they made cigars like that. This was the first one that I'd ever seen, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Did this thing get smashed or something?" In the Dominican, very barnyardy, like it came out of yeah, yeah. Screams farm, fresh soil. Yeah, I mean I don't mind cigars that have like a hay or a grass flavor to them as long as it's not real bitter, for sure. And I think a lot of times I pick up that grassy hay note, but it's like, you don't want to, I ain't smoking grass, and I'm not smoking grass, and but it's just kind of hard to make yourself say that. But yeah, sometimes that hay or grass note on those tastes really good. Right on. Well, and another one too is that just that regular production line, that La Aurora, Cameroon. That's a good smoke, and it's very, I think those are like $9. That's a good cigar. La Aurora Cameroon. Oscar has one called Raw Dog with a shaggy foot. Now, is that, Ryan? Is that the one where they like the cigars come like wrapped in a tobacco leaf? That's Oscar, right? I think it's what, like their leaf series or whatever, and it comes in a damn uh in a tobacco leaf as like the cellophane or whatever. Call it a brush foot. Gray Cliff 50th anniversary. Wow. Now, was that like, Johnny? Was that like a LE? Is that something that you can't get anymore? Or is that something you could still find, or whatever? Not all the Gray Cliffs are good. Okay. I think somebody just sent me a Gray Cliff. I'm not sure. I think, was that Young? Was that you that sent me that Gray Cliff? Somebody just sent me one. Okay, that's Leaf, and that's a regular production. Okay. Yeah, I think I just got a Gray Cliff. Um, where did I get that from? I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, somebody sent me one. I've never tried a Gray Cliff before, so I'm gonna definitely check it out. Oh, I know who sent me the Gray Cliff. It was fucking Ken from Chief of the Leaf Cigars. That's who it was. Yeah, Ken sent me a Gray Cliff that I haven't smoked yet. See what one he. Gray Cliff from Sunoco Station. It was good. Yellow band with a big G. Okay, so we've had pretty much about the same group in here tonight. So I'm gonna put everybody in the roundy round here real quick, and I'm gonna do a giveaway. Island Jim has a brush foot as well. Is that a Jamaican cigar, Island Jim? Okay, so let's make sure that we got everybody. Okay, so we got Guns, we got uh, Young, we got Bobby, uh, we got Yaws, I think we got 6 people still in here left. Of course, Johnny and Ryan. Johnny and Ryan. And Ryan. Yeah. I think that's it. Anybody I'm missing? Camacho Factory Unleashed. Right on. Okay, so let me pull up the old wheelie wheel and let's see. Can you guys, let me come back. Can you guys see that wheel? Can you see it when I put it up? Tell me if you can see it or not. I'm going to put it back up for a second. Did you guys see it? I want to make sure you guys can see this spin. Yep, you can see it. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull it up. I think I got everybody. Oh, sorry, Mr. Cash. How can I forget Ron? That's our 7. Yep, that's our 7. All right. Well, I'm going to spin this and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to send you here. Well, good luck, everybody. Okay. Johnny. All right. Congratulations, Johnny. You are the big winner. So, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I mean, I spend a lot of time fucking with this shit. You know what I mean? Because I want it to be cool. I want everything to be good, but it's like I'm still, I want everything to go off well. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, Johnny. So, congrats to you. Now I'm gonna put this in here, and we need to get hooked up. You know how to get a hold of me on Instagram, right? Or through my Facebook page, or my email too. Um, oldfogiestogies@gmail.com. Okay, so I'm gonna go put this back, and I'm gonna go grab what you want. Okay, so you guys just discuss amongst yourself. Coffee talk with Paul Baldwin. Cigar shit to talk about while old Fogie's getting the winter shit. Discuss. Okay, that one. And that one. All right. I'm going to send you a couple. And these are kind of little guys, but that's why I'm going to send you a couple. Plus, I'll throw you in some other shit while I'm there too. Oh, absolutely, brother. So I'm going to send you one of the rare pink blacks. Okay. This great little Vitola. This is a great little cigar. This is almost like the short story, but this is a great fucking smoke. And then I'm also going to send you a fucking Opus fucking Oro Oscuro. Love the shit out of these. These are great little cigars. And then I'll pack a couple other goodies in there too. So congratulations on being the winner tonight. Really appreciate everybody coming in all the time and hanging with me. And I like to, like to hook a brother up, so get a hold of me. And we need to get, let's get lined out to do a show with me, Johnny, and we'll, get that put up and set. So it'll give everybody a week or two to know that, I'm going to have you as a special guest on the show. Oh, really? Cracked out on you? Would you just use the glue or whatever? Just glued it up? Yeah, that's some good little sticks, man. No, I want, man, I was after those. Cassie thought she might get some. And then my plug up at Outlaw, the guys that I'm always taking care of, that I'm like giving like fucking Cuban cigars to, and this, that, and another. And he was supposed to call me when that baby shark came in, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, they're all gone." And I was like, "Motherfucker," I was like, I'm your Opus guy. I buy more fucking Opus up here than most people, and you're supposed to fucking be watching out for me, man. Shit. But no, I have not had the baby shark. So yeah, dude, it's just hard to get those rare pink blacks. Period. In fact, they were allocated around here by the same people I'm bitching about. But anyway, my brother Nick and Andy up there, they do a real good job taking care of me, and I was able to go up there. Oh, that would be awesome, brother. I tell you what, yeah, I would be most gracious. In fact, I'd have a ton of good shit to send back your way for sure, because I would love to add some of those to my Opus selection. But yeah, the rare pinks. So they would give you like two, you know. So I figured out how to get around this two shit. So it's like I go with my wife, you know, and I go to the joint and I buy two and she buys two, and then we go eat. And then when shift change comes in and the other people that wasn't there, because it's like a 35-40 minute drive for me to get to this place, and so we'll wait till close to shift change, buy four, and then go do some other shit and come back and buy four more, and then maybe try to do that again before they're gone. But I don't know. My boy Nick up there and Andy have taken pretty good care of me on the rare pinks. In fact, he got me a box of the Black Panthers, and I haven't even opened that yet. That some bitch is just freaking gorgeous. I don't know. Have you guys seen any of the boxes of the rare pink blacks? Dude, they're good. They are so fucking good. In fact, I like the Black Panther, which is that's that Figurado Vitola that's basically the same thing as the Opus God's Whisper. It's got the little, tapered top and then the little tapered bottom on it and shit. It's not a Salomon. I think it's a Figurado, but god damn, those are good. I fucking, I, that's what I got in my box. And I was able to get, a few extras and from them, and shit, I smoked them 2 nights in a row. They were so good. Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, just send me your info, send me the 411, give me your phone number and all that shit. And pretty much everybody that I've dealt with and everything on here, I've either got your emails or I've got your phone numbers and stuff. Bobby and I just exchanged phone numbers, and hell, you know it ain't always got to be in here. You can talk to people and be like, hey, you got to check this out or whatever. Right on. Yeah, they're really, really good, man. Yeah, they are really good. In fact, let me grab that box. I'll show it to you. Get that one moved out the way. Isn't that pretty? This is that Black Panther. Just amazing freaking Vitola. And just like any of the damn, you know, fucking Fuente shit, it's always, they got the prettiest damn boxes. I don't care what anybody says. I really, really love it, man. So that's what they look like. At least that Vitola, uh, they got like 4 Vitolas of that black. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? And it's like you know, you just never know, and until somebody's looking for something or whatever, and it's like, fuck, if I know where I can get some shit for you, I'm not holding back. You need something or you want something, and that's kind of why I like doing those Fogie be traveling videos too, because I can go to a place and it's like you can scout it out, and like if you see something, then it's like, hey man, I want some of those. I'll just go get them for you, and no big deal. It's sold out, huh? Was that a Smoky Inn? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it would make a wicked T-shirt. I tell you what, it'd make a cool fucking a cool background. You know what I mean? I need to shoot a cool picture of that and put that as one of my fucking backgrounds. Uh, hell, I'll put it on the background when I do a Let's Get Smoking video. That'd be fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah, they were gone like lickety split. This place got it twice. The first run I got a few sticks out of, and then when he got the second run, I was like, dude, you got to let me get a box of those fucking Black Panthers, please. And yeah, I didn't have to trade any sexual favors or anything, thank Jesus, but I had to hook a brother up on some shit to get that. So yeah, it is really pretty, man. Yeah. Yeah, I get quite a bit of stuff. That the thing I like about Smoke Inn is they're huge Dunbarton guys. Like this cigar that I'm smoking right now, the only place that you can get it is from them, you know. And they have their big, Dunbarton show and big Dunbarton thing every year. And fuck, he be during that fucking Smoke Inn show thing that Steve does. A lot of these, like, here's another thing with that $3,000 fucking membership is it puts you in a fucking drawing, and he'll show up to that thing with like three fucking Omega fucking watches and shit, and gives them away, because he's a huge fucking watch guy. In fact, Steve loves collecting fucking vintage Seiko diving watches from like the 60s, 70s and shit. He's got a beautiful fucking watch collection. But yeah, he'll go out and buy some tags and fucking some Omegas and just fucking, some really nice chronograph watches and shit. I mean, thousands of dollar watches, and just be like, there you go. I think he gives away 3 of them at that event every time. The fiddleheads. No. So the thing with the fiddleheads, um, the that was the Con Fiddlehead, and that's the Cigar Association of New Hampshire. The only people that you could get those cigars from was purveyors in New Hampshire, where Steve lives. That's the only way that you could get the fiddleheads, and I lucked out because I wanted a box of those, and Steve posted up a message and was like, "Hey, these guys got some, and they're going quick." And I got on their fucking web page, and I was like, "Fucking hey, I got a box," and I thought about buying 2, but I was fucking short on cash and shit because I knew that I was gonna have to buy that truck and all that shit. And so I was like, I'll just get a box. And so anyway, I got on their website, and it was called Tobacco Haven. The guys at Tobacco Haven, they fucking hooked me up because I got on the website to try and buy a box of those fiddleheads, and it kept fucking declining my credit card. And I'm like, what the fuck? I know there's money on that fucking card. So I tried to do it again with my debit card. I knew there was money on my debit card, and it kept declining. It kept declining. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I called them, and I was like, yeah, see, there's another one. The fucking band just sliding right off of that thing. So I called them, told him who I was, everything, and just said, "Hey, man, I'm in Kansas City, and I gotta have some of these. I know they're dynamite, and I'm just a huge Dunbarton guy." And told him about all the Dunbarton shit that I do on the channel, and told him about Steve and shit. And he's like, "I'll tell you what." He's like, "Our problem is they were getting so much fucking traffic, people wanting to get them, that it fucked up their point of sale thing on their online shit. So they weren't able to take credit cards from anybody because they were doing too many fucking transactions or whatever, and the system just gorked the fuck out." So I was like, "Man," I said, "I'd really like to have a box of those." And he's like, "Man, give me your phone number and your name." And he's like, I'll make sure you get one. We'll get all this stuff straightened out, and then I'll contact you, and then you can purchase it, and I'll make sure you got one." And and he did. He was a man to his word, and he sent me a message and said, "Hey, I think we got this straightened out. Go ahead and do it." And I was able to run it through, and he sure as shit sent me a box. Well, I got them. I tried them. I was like, "Holy shit!" And then maybe a week later, Steve posted up another deal, and he's like, "Hey, these guys have got like maybe 30 boxes left." And I'm always watching his shit, and so I got in on with them, and called them and just gave them a credit card over the phone, and I was like, "You got any of these left?" He's like, "I got like 2 left, and there's one guy standing here right now that wants one." And I'm like, "I want the other one. Please, God, can I please have that box?" And he's like, "Sure." So I was lucky enough to get 2 boxes of them fiddleheads, and they're damn good, man. I mean, I've smoked through a bunch of them already, and I've sent some out to people to try, and they're fucking delicious, man. That's a really good cigar. That's pretty much like about his most rarest release that he does is that fiddlehead, and I can see why, because it's some special tobacco. But hell, just like these are freaking really good, you know. And he does like the Don Derma for Secretos, and then he does like the Barba Amarillos for small batch, and uh, there's some other purveyors that he will do special blends for. But that Fiddlehead one, that's his baby, and I think they only did how many boxes of that fucker did they make? Not very many. I think it was 400 boxes was it. That was it. But I got me a couple, so I'm happy. Yeah, it is. It is, Johnny. They're all brick and mortar stores. Um, but they do online sales, and they've always got product. I mean, if you're looking for Dunbarton stuff, I would say any one of those guys in New Hampshire or Smoke Inn, you're going to be able to. And Secreto's really good about having Dunbarton shit too. Of course, they're really good about having all kinds of shit. I don't know how in the fuck Ronnie gets all the product that he gets. He must fucking sell a fuck ton of it. But he's always got like crazy opuses and all that shit. And fucking but he don't break the shit up. You got to buy boxes from Ronnie whenever you get shit from him most of the time. Ryan, it's a yearly release. In fact, it says on the box, extremely limited release. It says it right on the box, and it yeah, and it only goes out to those because a lot of that money that gets a portion of those sales goes to Con, which, like I said, is the Cigar Association of New Hampshire, and they kind of like do like legal battle shit and represent cigar smokers' rights and try to help with cigar legislation to keep bullshit that's like trying to happen with some of this other fucking shit that everybody's trying to pull on us in the tobacco world. But yeah, it was a good place. And the guy was really fucking nice. Like I said, he was awesome. I didn't have any problems with him. And man, it just I was just really fortunate to get some of those. And I don't know. I really love it. I really love the Dunbarton stuff. I've just been hooked ever since my first Brulee Blue, and pretty much every limited release that I've got um, has just been fabulous. And I have gotten. I've gotten the Don Dermas, I've gotten the 127s, I've gotten these, I've got the Fiddleheads, some of these exclusives. That Don Derma though is really good. I will definitely say that. Now, one of them that I missed out on, I think was the Cigars International or Cigars Daily, had the Leche Burra, and I didn't get any of those. Those went like crazy, and I was not able to get any of those. But I think Todd, the cigar idiot, got some of those, and he was like, "Man, these are my favorite Dunbartons for sure." But I don't know. So, what's everybody else's favorite brand? What's your go-to brand? Your die-hard, the cigar company that you smoke the majority of their stuff. What's everybody's favorite? Yeah, yeah, the Leche Burras. Now I did get one of the GFSY Lancero collection uh, from this last year, and I've smoked about halfway through it, and it's kind of weird because um, the fucking so none of the blends are marked. You know what I mean? They just have a foot band on them, and they're numbered 1 through 10. It was 10 Lanceros and just all kinds of different blends. And hell, there was like a green looking one, and there were just a bunch of different blends, 10 different blends in that Lancero box, and they're all numbered. And I don't know if Steve is supposed to come back out at a later date and like disclose what those blends are. But every time I smoke one, I'm getting on Cigar Scanner and putting tasting notes down and experiences with it. So that if it's like any of the other regular blends or whatever, or if it's something special. But I don't know. I know he's put that out a couple times, but I don't know if it's going to be something that he's going to continue to put out. But I do like smoking a good Lancero, so that was cool to be able to get one of those for sure. So Bobby loves the Foundation. I can agree with you there. They make some really fucking good cigars, and I tell you that 10th anniversary, man. And talk about a Lancero, that Wise Man Lancero. That's a good cigar too, for real. Guns like AJ, My Father, Fuente, Dunbarton, Perdomo, and Oliva. Yeah, all I'll agree with you on all counts. That really covers the spectrum with just about every kind of tobacco that you can definitely hope to smoke. Opus, Foundation, and Padron. Yeah, Ryan, definitely. And I've been smoking more Padrones lately. Hell, even just the I like the Padron, the 5000 Maduro. That little cigar is a good stick, affordable. That 1,000 series, I think they got like 1,000 through 7,000 or some shit. I don't know. It's just the different Vitolas, I think. And but it's really good. And then ones that I'm looking forward to smoking that I have not smoked yet. I've got some of the PB97 Maduros. I haven't tried those yet. And I haven't tried the PB99 Black either. I've heard that's a really good Padron as well. Yeah, they're not. They're not very expensive. I mean, for the price point on those cigars, it's easy to pick up a box of those and just hit them up. They're ready to smoke right now. They taste really good, and yeah, 4,000 Maduro. Yeah, yeah. I've had the 4,000, and I think I've got a couple of the 5,000s in there now. But yeah, just insanely good. For sure. So what's everybody got going on this weekend? Everybody going to chill in the AC or what? Anybody traveling or doing anything? The blacks, that PB99 black is a good one. Yeah, they're pretty pricey though, man. Those PB series padrones, them fuckers are like $45, 40, $45. They ain't fucking cheap. That's for sure. Yeah, yeah, I do dig that. In fact, I think I got a half a box of the Don Carlos Sharks left. I love that. That Don Carlos Shark is my favorite. Now I never tried that fucking that Don Carlos 80, the 80th. That's a cigar that I would really really like to try, but that's some bitch is like fucking gold. But I do love a good Don Carlos for sure. Had a Byron. Yeah, yeah, Byron. I've smoked one Byron. I've got like I got a vintage pack from Small Batch about a year ago, and it had like a 19 like a 2027 and a 2018 and something else. Let's see, those are in my aging box. Let me look and see what I've got left in that. Let's see. Hang on here a second. Hey, let me just fucking pull this up so you can see what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. So, where'd it go? There it is. So, aging box, Byron. Damn it. Oh, maybe those are in the new airs. Yeah, they're in the new air, maybe. Yeah, okay. So I still have the Byron 19th, and I think that one's from 2017. And then I've got a Byron 21st Century Elegantes, and I think that one's a 2018. So yeah, I got a couple of Byrons um, left to smoke, but yeah, they are really good. Oh, I know, right? Those fucking tobacconists of Greenwich, fucking rare finds. Jesus, man. what was that, like the 42-101 or whatever. Wow. Yeah, those are some pretty fucking good cigars. Those guys always got hella shit too, but they are proud of it. They definitely are proud of it. You had one of the 21st century. Right on. Did you liked it, of course. How are you so organized? My phone and computer are a mess. Everything is a fucking treasure hunt. Well, like I said, I got that from doing my fucking from collecting my records, dude. I'm used to doing that, and I've got a system now that I do with the fucking cigar scanner, and the shit works, So it's like, all right, so let me kind of show you a little bit, So like I've got my humidors, okay? So I've got my Dunbarton stuff separated out. Then I've got my box that's got, so I've got like the fiddle heads. So I've got like a box and a half of those. I've got a little over a fucking box of Don Carlos Sharks. I got 9 out of 10 Andalusian Bulls from 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago. I got the pledge. I got a full box of pledge purples in there, and I got a full box of the 10th Jubilees. But when they come in, as soon as I get them, I put them right in there, and I'll either log them in with my phone or I'll put them in. But it's like every time that I smoke one, I will go in and I will add it to my journal. Now, you can only add a cigar to your journal once. You can add it once. And what it does is, like, say you smoked one 6 months ago and then you put it in your journal, it just moves it to the top of the list. And then once I move it over to the journal that I smoked it, then I just come over here and correct the correct the deal. And then, like, you can go in and you can see, like, when you added them, how many you've smoked, what day you smoked them on, that kind of thing. And then I also go in and I do like notes. I put notes on everything. So it's like, I smoked my first one on my show with Dink, and I gave one to my buddy Nick up at Outlaw, and I gave 2 to Rise and Grind. And it's like every time I give away a cigar, I log it, so no matter what it is, that way I can kind of keep track of, how much fucking money in cigars I'm giving away. But I can also remember, who I gave the cigars to. Like I just put one of these 15th anniversary in Bobby Bomb, and I keep notes on all that shit, so I stay well organized. And then my humidors, I will go through them and keep track, and then just inventory, like these Man of Wars. I just got these from Young. He just sent me those. So I went in and, put down that he sent me them and when he sent those to me and shit like that. So yeah, I do stay very, very organized with my shit, and I use Cigar Scanner solely to do it. And then when I do my rotations and stuff, then that's when I go. And having it spread out into multiple humidors makes it a lot easier to inventory, because I used to just keep it all in one list, and then it was like, well, fuck, where's this and where's that and where's this and where's that. And now, even with this new system that I'm going to be setting up with this new thing, I can't wait to post that video. delicious. It's going to make it even easier because, then I've got, okay, I know these are here. I know these are there. And then it's also got like the, all the counts, your humidors, how many, my Opus humidor, that Opus X humidor's got 95 Opuses in it. And like my aging box has got like 92 cigars in it. And my New Air Boveda's got 200 cigars in it, So I got numbers. And then what that allows me to do is just basically, I can do counts a lot of times. So I can just pull out that specific little humidor and I can just count the number of cigars that are in there. And then it's like, if it says that I've got, 62, but then I really only have like 57, then I'll be like, okay, well, fuck, I fucked up some way, somehow. But, and a lot of that, gentlemen, was just because I'd be getting fucked up. I'll be cranking out like three Glencairns of fucking bourbon and then pull out another fucking cigar and then just forget about it, So I was just trashed and didn't even fucking remember smoking the motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I don't have that problem as much now, not even close. In fact, I kind of quit counting. But I think, let's see, where am I at now? Yeah, 113 days sober today. So that's like almost 4 months, coming up on 4 months. But yeah, so it's just like it just makes it so much easier for me, and then I don't have to go rifling through a bunch of shit, because I do like to pull my cigars out and kind of rotate them, but I don't like to touch them that much. I don't like them getting fucked up, especially the ones that have no cello on them, and like that aging box. I don't like to open that up much. I just kind of crack it open, let a little fresh air in there, just kind of move a little bit of stuff around here and there, and close it back up, and don't even fuck with it, And then, I've got my fucking, I got my hygrometers too, which I've got it on my phone, and then I've also got, let's see, also have my shit on here. Let's see if this will pull this up or not. Should. Yeah, so this is all my gobies. So this is all my hygrometers and shit. So I can go in, and I've calibrated all these motherfuckers, and I calibrate them about every 3 months. So I can look in right now at any given time. So like my Lancero locker right now is at 71.7 degrees, and it's holding at 67 humidity. My studio stash, which is my new one that I'm seasoning, it's holding right at about 83. My Opus, it's at 63. I'm kind of aging those. And my aging box is a little high because I got a big Boveda pack that I'm getting ready to move out of there. And then this is my New Air Boveda, and it's sitting at 66, which that sumbitch is 69 and 66 and 67 all the damn time. So, I can keep tabs on my shit and check it out and just watch, watch what's going on and make sure that everything's good. And, if I need to put more Boveda packs in there or whatever, yeah. So I'm a fucking nerd like that, man. It keeps me engaged with my shit. It adds a whole new freaking dimension to, the cigar collecting and the cigar smoking and all that stuff, because I can just, always be watching it, always be looking after it, and it's a fucking investment, I mean, it's not, I mean, fuck, dude, I've been doing it since October of 2024, and I've smoked over 310 different kinds of cigars. Now, that's not how many I've smoked, because I've smoked multiples of a lot, but I've smoked 310 different cigars. But like, you know, I've got almost 600 cigars, and this is on the low end because what they got them in here for is not what I paid for them. So there's like, 13,000 fucking dollars worth of cigars sitting in there, and I'm gonna fucking keep an eye on that shit because I don't want them getting all fucked up. So I do spend a lot of time making sure that everything's kosher. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you, Johnny. And I feel good, dude. I mean, I'm a lot healthier. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Ryan. Your files are like your underwear drawer, just fucking all crammed in there and shit. Just hope that Mama might rearrange them every once in a while and shit. Well, I haven't updated this in a while, but yeah, sure. So my wish list, yes, sir. I love you guys. I really appreciate you, man. This little group of guys that we got and this Friday night thing that we got, I fucking look forward to it so much every week because it's just you guys are fucking awesome. You rock. Okay, so let's see what I got in my wish list here. La 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 la. Wish list is some more La Aroma Connecticut Immenses, the Davidoff 50-year limited edition, the Diademus Finis. Of course, more of the Definition Noir Cameroons. The H. Upman 175th Anniversary L.E. Churchill. The Paul Grammarian 25th Anniversary Connoisseur. The Gran Habano Corojo number 5. And then I still never have had a 1875 Romeo y Julieta before. And the San Cristobal Revelation Odyssey. The AJ, the Dias de Gloria Brazil. Never had that. Cohiba Magicos, the Cubano, the Fuente Rosado Sun Grown, and the Magnum Vitola. Illusione Singular, Origin, Villiger 1888. I've never tried that one either. The La Mission Latelier, Oliva Black Swan, Enclave Broadleaf Robusto, Ashton Symmetry, because I'm out of those. The AJ Bellas Artes Maduro, the Don Carlos God of Fire. I've had the God of Fire by Carlito. Marvin sent me that one. The Cuban Eladios by EPC. Rocky Patel Conviction. That's that $100 one. Cohiba Maduro number 5. And of course, this is my favorite Cuban that I've ever smoked, is the Partagas Serie D number 4. And then I have had a Partagas Lusitania, and it's freaking insane. So that's just kind of stuff. And the cool thing about that too, guys, is like you got your wish list, and you can't always remember what the fuck you want or what you're looking for, and you think, God, what was that cigar that I was wanting? You can just pull your phone out, whoop that fucker out, and be like, okay. And then it's like, oh, that's on my wish list. Well, fuck, I'm gonna buy that. So it works out really good all the way around, and I love the cigar scanner, and if you just fucking stay on top of it, um, it just makes your life so much fucking easier. And then the other great thing about it is too, and then I'll shut the fuck up about this shit, is so the other great thing about it too is like any of the cigars that I have in my humidors, I can go back in and I can look at them and I can see what age they have on them, like what date I bought them, what date I put them in there, you know, and so like the oldest one I got in this one is November of 2024. That's one of my oldest cigars in that one. So the age statement, how long like I got a Winston Churchill late hour that I've had since February of 25. So that's got some good age on it. So like I said, a lot of that shit is, you know, uh, stuff that now I want to start smoking because it's been in there for a long time. It shouldn't need any more age on it. I should be able to pull them out and really enjoy them. And some of them I've smoked before, but most of them I haven't. A lot of those I just got on the buying wagon and just started buying shit. And, so I got a lot of good shit. I got a lot of really good cigars. That I haven't smoked, you know. Um, and the original is good ones, right on. Yeah, I think so. And there's, a lot of it now is it's like when I first got into collecting cigars, I I didn't I didn't realize how much fucking money I was going to spend on this shit. And I kind of worried about it a little bit, because it was like I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole that I went down with fucking records, and dump, fucking 20 grand and some shit. But so it would be like, okay, you want to try certain things. Well, let's just buy just those. But then I'd buy them, and then I'd see something else that I really wanted to, or something that somebody recommended, and it was like, okay, well, I'll grab those and I'm going to smoke that. Well, then that shit just got put on the back burner, and it's just been sitting in the humies for a long time, So, man, that would be cool, dude. Yeah, yeah. There's some of those that I've really been wanting to. They've been on that list for a while. And I'm sure I probably could have found them if I wanted to, but I've gotten to the point where it's just getting kind of crazy, And I got a really good selection of fucking Lanceros too, man. My Lancero locker. I got some of those Grammarian Reserva Exclusivas. Got a Padron 64, Alma del Fuego. That Ferriotego Timeless Sterling is fucking really good Lancero. That's a El Pulpo. The Cavalier Genevieve, the one that's got the little gold on it. Now, this isn't a Lancero, but it's that goddamn Diosis, that 8-inch by 50-inch Atabay. So I keep it in there. My brother gave me this one. It's in a glass tube with like Maker's Mark wax on it. Then there's that Lampert Limitada 2022. That's a big Salomon. I got a La Aurora one, and there's that Dunbarton GFY Lancero. I've still got 7 out of the 10 left on that. And this is a good one, man. That Hoya de Nicaragua Numero Uno. That is an amazing fucking cigar. The CI Legends by Drew Estate. This is my favorite. Period. Liga Privada Unica L40. That was my favorite Lancero. I smoke a lot of those. Got a Cohiba 2004. I don't know. Everybody tells me it's a fake one. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I'll just hang on to it. One of these days I might smoke it. And that Definition walking stick, that is a very, very good Lancero, man. I'll tell you what. Got the little black, scrunchy band on it. And I've got an Aladino too. That's a good Lancero. But yeah, I really, really, really dig them. Yeah, I think so. Johnny, I think if I just put my mind to it, but I'm always jumping on the hype train. I'm always like a lot of the shit, the PCA stuff that's come out. And one of the things that I've kind of learned too is like, you think that, oh my God, it's an LE and I gotta get it, or you get the fucking FOMO going, and then you're you don't think you'll ever get to try it or whatever, and then it's like, okay, well, it comes out again, you know and fucking like Opuses, they're fucking all over the goddamn place nowadays. You can get Opus just about anywhere, and just stuff like that. It's just and like those Johnny Tobacconate Maduros, I had to have those, and I had to have, I just got those Principal Martiniques because Marvin was raving about how good those are, and I don't know, it's kind of crazy, man. Sit down with the UPS guy, keeps breaking my balls when the cigar boxes come. I know, dude. The mailman throws them. Yeah, I've got a milk box on the front. We got a local dairy that still has a milkman, and he'll deliver milk. And I'll be like, hey, if you see anything from this, put it in the milk box, will you? Or like uh fucking Smoke In will, like, if you need an alibi, you can buy shit from them, and then they'll send like a thing with it, be like, hey, you won this, or because you've been such a great customer, we're going to give you these or whatever, and it makes it look like you didn't fucking buy them, which actually is pretty fucking brilliant. It's a fucking CYA for your customers, because they know the fucking wifey's gonna want to fucking chop your sack off. Kind of crazy. But anyway, guys, we're about 3 hours into it. I'm done with my second one, and I don't think I'm gonna light up another one. Fuck, I'll be here all night. Unless you guys, I could probably pull out a little shorty and smoke one more if you guys want to hang out. But if you guys got a little more time, I'll pull out another one. If not, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. Been kind of a long ass fucking week. We got through all of our state stuff, and all the running around ragged crap is going to be over with for a while, and I can just kind of chill. And with vacation coming up and everything's going to be really good. But thank you, man. I appreciate you, Ron. Yeah, I probably should. I need to go get some shut eye. Hell, I might fucking eat a half a Xanax and conk out until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. That would be sleeping in for me. I'm usually up at like 4. Hell, one night this week I woke up at 12:30 a.m. and was stayed up all fucking night. But you just lit up your third. You did right on. Well, I do think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I appreciate you. Enjoy that third one, Guns, and I'll get with you, Johnny. Get with me, get your stuff, and then I'll get you your goodies, and then let's set up a time when you can come on, and I'll have you on as a guest on the show, for sure. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Just the fact that you guys come and hang out with me every week, and I always get to hang out with you guys and bullshit. And, it always just you guys kind of steer the ship. I just throttle. And it's always fun, and I always have a really, really good time on my Fridays. And be watching out for some of the new content. Yep, y'all have a good weekend and keep an eye out. Like I said, I'm gonna finish up the studio this weekend. I'm gonna start packing my new Humi, so I'm gonna start doing that, and then I'm gonna start drilling out. I've got another Fogie Be Traveling video to put out. Got and then I'm just going to start hammering it with that Let's Get Smoking shit. What'd you think of that intro on the Let's Get Smoking? That fucking came out badass, didn't it? I really was really digging that. That came out fucking awesome. But anyway, you guys have a great, great weekend, and I really appreciate y'all coming. And keep it smoky. Enjoy some good sticks. And thanks for the great time and the great friendship, man. Until next time, peace.
Thanks for watching the Old Fogies Stogies.